for Malgudi might just yield some answers today. Confused? Well, renowned children's fiction writer and creator of Malgudi, R.K. Narayan, might have given us a few details but left us wondering what and where this fictitious village really is. Well, don't worry, because I have some solid evidence in the form of some delectable food. So follow me as I take a southern trail that satisfies your hungry belly with food that is not fictitious. Expecting to see a rustic village setting, Malgudi the restaurant at the Savera Hotel pops up a pleasant surprise. The interiors resemble an age-old European Indian decor with tiled roofs, stained glass and antique-style light globes. Quite deceiving, except until when you enter inside, two Brahmin mummies welcome you with their freshly prepared snacks. Now, the pleasant surprise that you get when you walk inside this restaurant are the two mummies who are sitting here preparing their fresh snacks. Now, this is Mummy Bala and this is Mummy Vijay Lakshmi. So, Auntie, இன்னைக்கு என்ன பண்ண போறீங்க Auntie?
நீ கைமுறுக்கு கொல்கட்டை.
கொல்கட்டை கணேச சதுர்த்திக்கு எப்படி ரொம்ப ஃபேமஸ் ஆயிடுச்சுங்க?
விநாயகர் சதுர்த்திக்கு அது முக்கியமா கொல்கட்டை தான் செய்யணும். தேங்காய் கொல்கட்டை, உளுந்து கொல்கட்டை, எள்ளு கொல்கட்டை ஃபேமஸ்.
இப்போ இத கை முறுக்கு ஆண்டி எனக்கு கத்துக்க முடியுமா?
கத்துக்கலாமே.
This is just not happening for me. It looks far tougher than it actually looks when you're eating it because it's so easy to eat it up. But when you're trying to make it, it's far tougher. I think I'm going to leave it at Mommy's hands. Ningo ta panidungo auntie. Now I'm better sapid report it coming. Now, Ganesha Chaturthi will not be complete if it isn't for the modaks, or rather the kolkotes. Now, the mummies here have made murku and kolkote. The story of Lord Ganesha goes like this. Now, Lord Ganesha loved eating modaks or kolkotes and he ate so many that because of his big belly, he had to get a snake and tie it around his waist. Now, apart from the kolkotes and the murkus, for Ganesha Chaturthi, you also do have the Mysore pak, the Kaju ka barfi and the besan laddu too. But I'm quite happy and delighted to have this because it's made with Mommy's hands and they definitely have magic in their fingers. The kolkates were so soft and so sweet that it's no wonder why Lord Ganesha couldn't give up eating them. The stuffing is made from jaggery, nuts and coconut, and all this is packaged into a little dumpling and steamed. Speaking of an appetite, Malgudi does offer some really good dishes from the southern states in India. Talking about hunger, I think it's time I place my order. Mr. Arasan is a senior captain here at Malgudi, having worked with them for over 13 years. Now, he's recommended I try a few of the dishes from the menu, so with his help, I have shortlisted my menu for the day. The drumstick soup is a light, clear soup made from dal and drumsticks, flavored with a pinch of garam masala and lightly garnished with some coriander. The ulund vade is made from soaked urad dal, chopped onions and chilies, and the small little discs are deep fried and are oh so tasty with the many chutneys.
On this Lord Ganesha special occasion, we too have a special items like ulund vada, payasam, and you have your, generally we give a thali preparations, but in that you can see like kosumbari and palakai kari kuttu, and cholam and beans usli, things like that we used to give. And for the prasadam, like you have your famous korukatai, sundal, and all those things are given.
Now, the lentil murungaka soup is really healthy, so it gets 100 on the health scale. Whereas the vada, on the other hand, well, it's deep fried and it's something that you wouldn't have all the time. However, it is the festival season, so I can't help myself but enjoy this. Now, each state has its own distinct flavoring. Now, although the dishes might be similar in every place that you go to, it's the local flavoring that sets it apart. Alright, now looking at these dishes, I probably know that you're thinking I have a very big appetite. But the truth is, I don't have such a big appetite, but I am tasting everything because it is the festival season. Now, the first up that I'm tasting today is the Enna Katrika. Now, the Enna Katrika is a very famous Tamilian dish over here, and it's meant to be eaten with rice. So when you mix it with rice and the dal, the chef tells me it's a really good combination. Also, we do have the palakai curry kuta. The palakai curry kuta is actually a mixture of all the vegetables. So what we have on my plate today is potato, carrot and beans in this really nice thick gravy that's also got jeera and some coriander. And this is the tomato pappukura, which is an Andhra-based dal. It's an alternative to sambar. Time for me to taste my food and see how all this is going to react in my mouth. Now, I've got all the gravies on my plate. It's also required for me to have some dry dish, right? So, helping me with the dry dishes is the sundal, which is a very famous Ganesha Chaturthi dish that they make. The sundal basically is made from black karpa dal, and it's got coconut and urad dal as a garnishing. Now, another gravy that I'm trying is the karpa konda kadla kurma. It's made on a coconut sauce based dish, and it's supposed to be very tasty with rice again. So I'm going to be having a lot of rice today. And finally, the last dry dish is the mokkacholam beans usli. So here's the thing about South Indian food. Now, you have your gravies, you have your semi-gravies, and you also have your dry foods. But it's never complete without a salad, and the salad I'm having is a kusambari. The kusambari is basically made from moong dal, soaked moong dal that is, and coconut, onions and carrot, and it's garnished with some limes, so it's really delicious and very light on the mouth. The tomato pappukura was a healthy mix of lentil and tomatoes. The tangy sweet taste of the tomato was well balanced and goes very well with rice. The palakai curry was creamy and the veggies were cooked to perfection. Reminded me a little of stew. The kadla curry was absolutely delicious with its coconut base. Since I mixed it up with the kusambari, the flavors of the salad and rice were all the more better. It has been a southern exploration for me today, and considering the fact that we are doing a special on Feeding Frenzy for Ganesha Chaturthi, I have eaten a lot. Now, I have tried to stay off rice for quite some time, but today everything is gone out the window. Now, to finish off my meal, normally I'd have a dessert, but instead I'm going to opt for a nice piping hot cup of filter coffee. The Malgudi experience at the Savera Hotel has offered me evidence to say Malgudi is not one little village, but it's a cluster of different influences from each of our southern states. The experience of being part of the simple life is only but a drive away. That brings us to our competition question for the week. What is the meaning of a modak? A. That which brings happiness. B. That which brings sorrow. Or C. That which brings temper. Send in your answers to feedback@ndtv-hindu.com. Until next week, here's wishing you a very happy Ganesha Chaturthi.